First, remove the machine protective film, then take out the power plug from the side. Pay special attention to the precautions. Be sure to check the ground wire before connecting the plug. Open the front door with a cylindrical key. After inserting, turn counterclockwise, then turn the door handle counterclockwise. Open the front door and take out accessories. Accessories mainly include large light boxes, also 2 small side light boxes, and sheet metal. Prepare sheet metal. Phillips screwdriver and screws. First, install the chimney cover clamp the protruding position of the cover. And use screws to fix the other side. Before installing the sheet metal of the light panel, note that the sheet metal hole is flat at the bottom. Test holes on the side of the machine. Final fixing screws. First, install the large light box on the front. When installing side light boxes, be careful to tear off the protective film. After the light box is installed, the front of the machine is large, 2 smaller ones on the side. Next, install the U-shaped pipe. First, remove the bezel sheet metal. Then find these 2 bases and the U-shaped tube. Put the base in the reserved position. The short section is on the right, the longer one is on the left. Then find the chimney pipe. Both ends can be connected to form a hole. First, install the convex surface on the machine. Then, insert the other section from the top down tightly. The remaining 2 are installed in the same way. Be careful to connect tightly and seal well. Next, install the feeding spiral pipe. First, remove the screws holding the barn in place. Remove the 4 fixing screws. Then use a socket to remove the side fixing nuts. The next step is to put the screw into the tube. Install the base in the reserved position first. Note that the label on the glass tube is facing upwards. Also, the edge of the spiral rod protrudes upward. Then raise the barn, put the feeding tube in, and then align it downwards to fix it. Pay attention to the alignment and sealing of the tube and base. Fasten the 4 screws back to the base of the barn. The final nuts that secure the sides of the barn. Next is the step of adding materials. Start by removing the latch from the roof of the barn, then open the door and pour the corn into the barn. Note the corn added to 2/3 of the barn. Barns that are too full may not be able to close. After adding, close the door and insert the latch. Next, add paper cups. Just let the cup fall naturally through the hole. Be careful not to press the cup too tightly, otherwise it may cause the cup to come out abnormally. So when adding paper cups, widen the space between cups. Then there is the step of adding water. First, remove the tube from the bucket and unscrew cap. Just fill the bucket with water. Then install the waste bin and add preservatives. Remove the waste bin from inside the machine. Add preservative to waste bin. Sodium dihydrocetate can be used as a preservative. Add a spoonful of preservatives. It can prevent garbage from rotting and becoming smelly. Avoid contact of preservatives with tubes and clean water. After putting the waste barrel back, be careful not to bend the tube. The bucket lid also needs to be tightened. Then, install the clean water bucket back to its original position. Note that the clean water pipe must reach the bottom. Take out the rubber stopper and insert it into the funnel. Find ingredients for popcorn grease. Shake it as much as possible to mix it thoroughly. Do not leave any lumps or layers. Then unscrew the lid and pour it into the sugar bucket. Add sugar and oil and close the rubber stopper tightly. Next, add flavored syrup. After removing the rubber stopper, insert the funnel. Be sure to verify the motor's label and material label. Shake the syrup as thoroughly as possible. Do not leave any lumps or layers. Then unscrew the lid and pour it into the sugar bucket. All flavors follow the same steps. Be careful to clean the funnel before each addition of syrup. Prevent different flavors from mixing. After completion, tighten the rubber stopper. Finally, remove the phase detector from the tool bag. Plug it into the socket. Check if the socket used by the machine has a ground wire. Disable pressing the middle button. Normally, the two green lights on the right are on. As long as there is red light, be sure to check whether the ground wire exists or is qualified. The customer needs to contact a professional electrician to handle it. When determining the existence of a qualified ground wire, connect the machine power cord plug. Turn the door handle counterclockwise after powering on. After opening, take out the metal. Hold the reserved holes in the sheet metal with your hands, then take out the sheet metal. The remaining sheet metal can be taken out by lifting it up. Click on the screen to enter the product selection page. Long press the device number in the upper right corner. Enter password. Enter screen background. Click debug page. Click 1032 to turn yellow. Close it after a cup falls. Otherwise, the machine will keep dropping cups. Next, click on 1006, which is yellow, to turn it on. Then sugar and oil will flow out into the cup. This means that the sugar and oil have been extracted normally. Then close 1006 and open 1008. Let the 4 syrup motors work to stir the syrup. Then click 1026 to check if any chocolate comes out. Click 1027 to check if there is caramel coming out. Click 1028 to check peaches. Click 1029 to check if any blueberries come out. If all 4 syrups can come out, it can be turned off with 4 buttons. Open the door and take out the cup. Check if there is sugar, oil, and 4 colors of syrup. It's normal to see them all. The next step is to install the sheet metal back. Note that the heat dissipation sheet metal should be aligned with the studs. Also, align the decorative sheet metal with the accessories. Finally, close the door and tighten the door lock clockwise. Click on the screen to enter the product selection page. Long press the device number. Enter password. Default password is 123456. Enter screen background. Click the power button in the upper right corner of the screen. Click Start immediately.